The sound of keys filled the quiet hallway as Simon, a middle-aged man in a guard's uniform, walked slowly. He worked as a security guard in a school, but inside his heart was a dream that never came true. He once wanted to be a teacher. When he was young, Simon dreamed of standing in front of a class, teaching lessons, and helping students learn. He wanted to write on a board and see the happy faces of children who finally understood. But life was hard. His family was poor, and when his father got sick, Simon had to stop studying. Instead of finishing school, he worked many jobs: construction helper, delivery driver, factory worker, until one day he ended up as a security guard. When he got a job in the campus, his heart was heavy but hopeful. He was not a teacher, but at least was inside the school. For him, that was enough to remind him of what he once wanted. One afternoon, as Simon sat on a bench near the library, he saw a boy holding a math book, looking worried.
Sir, you know algebra?
A little. Why?
I don't understand it.
So Simon sat with him and explained. He used easy words and simple steps. Slowly, the boy began to understand. His worried face turned into a smile. That small moment lit a fire in Simon's heart. He felt alive, as if his old dream had returned. The next day, another student came, asking for help in English. Then another came for history. Word spread quietly. The guard can teach. Students who struggled with lessons found comfort in his guidance. Every day, after his duty, Simon sat with them. Sometimes, it was just one or two students, sometimes more. He thought patiently, even it means skipping dinner. His tired body found joy in those moments. Finally, he felt like a real teacher. One night, long after most people had left the school, Simon stayed in an empty classroom. The students he had been helping followed him there. They laughed, asked questions, and listened carefully. Simon felt proud. He wrote on the blackboard, told stories, and even gave small assignments. Ruben, Simon's old friend, watches Simon leave the house every evening, still in uniform. Curious, he questions the neighbors.
Do you know where Simon goes every night?
We don't know, but we always see him walking down the same road.
Ruben frowns, troubled. A thought strikes him. The abandoned school. La 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 la. La 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 la. The classroom is empty.
Simon, who are you teaching?
They're here, Ruben.
Who's here? I don't see anyone.
The students, my daughter, and the others. Every night they come back. They sit here waiting for me. Can't you feel them?
Ruben opens his mouth, but freezes. Out of corner of his eyes, shadows flicker in the chairs. Pale faces, silent and watchful. In the front row, a girl smiles faintly at Simon. Ruben gasps. He blinks. The vision vanishes. Empty seats remain. The icy heaviness lingers. The room feels silent. Ruben stepped back, his skin crawling with goosebumps. He now understood why his friend came here every night. Simon was not just teaching his dream, he was teaching the dead. And as they left the school together, Ruben could not shake the feeling that dozens of unseen eyes were still following them through the dark halls.